Okay, I'm working on the standard intensity. This is video number, I don't know, 2 or 3 of I don't know how many videos. It's not the first one, I know that. And I've had a lot of these pieces of equipment for a while, but I've never had one that was so difficult to change the drive belt. Usually with any of these belts, the deal is that you can change them in the field and you don't need to take the idler pulley off. But in this case, that's what we did. And if you saw the last video, I believe it's the last one or one of the other ones, it talks about how I took this idler pulley out. I had to rebuild it. You can see it on there. It's got a new idler pulley right there. Is it going to lighten up for me? No, I guess not. Anyway, let me get some kind of a video light on this. All right, you can see there it is now. I've got the new pulley. I actually had to get a new bolt. It was a longer bolt. Okay, so it goes up all the way. It wasn't going up all the way, as you probably saw in the last video, and now it just has just enough clearance there. But the problem is getting the belt on. Okay, what I couldn't figure out for the life of me, and I still don't know if I've got this figured out or not, is that basically what you cannot put the belt on. Well, before we get into that, let me also say that I've got this spring tool. Okay, I use a spring tool with these blocks and these bolts to get the spring compressed in this tool so it's ready to go. So I thought I had it all done, but I went to put the belt on, and you can't put the belt on while this, well, you can't put the belt on any of the pulleys until you've got it on this idler pulley and trapped in the idler pulley in the right position. And I'm not sure if that's the case right now, but let me see. Yeah, it's around the pulleys right now. I can feel it. So you've got to take the belt off all the pulleys. Then you've got to get it trapped in here in the right position. Then you got to put it on the engine pulley, which is over here. You can see it up on top there. Then you work it on, I think, the left pulley and the right pulley, and then you pull the. Then you try to put the spring on or something like that. I don't even know what. Let's give it a try right now. Actually, I think I've already got it on around here, because if I turn it, see, the belt turns and it's turned around these pulleys. It's all there. I must have. So what you have to do is you have to get the belt up on there when this whole assembly is down, which you can take it down with this, and then you kind of put it up there with the belt on it, because you can't work the belt around it. There's no way. Once it's up there, there's no clearance. Then you have to put the spring on. That's the tricky part. That's what I'm not sure if I know how to do, because the spring goes up in between these two tabs right here. You see? Somehow it has to get in there. That's what I have to figure out. And then once you get it in there, you pry it. See, it's compressed here. And then you pry it off of this spring tool. You pry it off of there. Once it's in place, though. Wait a minute. Now I understand what I did wrong. See, I've got the whole belt on there, but that's the problem. I can't get the spring on. I can't get this thing on, even with the spring tool. What I've got to do is get the belt in place around this idler pulley, which it is, but I've got to take it off of these other pulleys, off of both of them, apparently, so that there's all kinds of slack in there, so I can get the spring in and then unload the spring and then use this, get my, see this little square area here, get the, get a breaker bar in there, in that square, so that I can pull it out, and just enough to get it around these pump pulleys. So let me try that. Let me try that now. Okay, as you can see now, I pulled the belt off of both of these pulleys. Not on this pulley anymore, it's down. And it's not on that one anymore, it's down. So I've got all this play in the idler arm. There should be enough space to get the spring in there now. Whoops, that belt keeps getting in the way. And it's still, the belt is trapped in the right spot it needs to be in. But let's see. It looks like there's enough space to get that spring in there. So let's put the spring in. This is the tough part. That belt keeps getting in the way. Okay, now it looks like I did fit the spring in there correctly, I believe. Now I've got to somehow hold the spring in there and pry it off of this thing at the same time so that it drops in the right spot. That's what I've got to do. And, in order to get that spring in there, I don't think I showed it, but you get it in this tool, which is the right tool, and you use these blocks and this nut and bolt here to compress it into that. Now I've got to figure out how to hold it there. Let's see how I'm going to do that. Maybe like a wrench on the spring and then pry that tool off of it. I'll try that. I don't know if I can record that, but that's what I'm going to try to do. Hard to tell if I'm making any progress or not. See, I've got one screwdriver in there holding the spring in, and then I've got another that I've come back from the back side. You can't see it, but from the back side behind this first bar and prying it out with that. I don't know. It's hard to tell if I'm making progress or not. It looks like it might be coming out. And hopefully into those notches. Hopefully this will be done in a second. Let's see. Okay, look, the tool is off. This is what the tool looked like. That's how you can see all these metal pieces fit in there. And let's see what it looks like up here. It's the first time I'm seeing it. Is it in? Boom. I think it's on both of them. I think it is. Yes. Well, then I gotta put some tension on here and then feed the belt back around, unless I hope I didn't mess the belt up. Wait a minute. Like the belt's up here. I don't think I did. I don't think I messed it up. All right, we'll see. Let me try to get the pry bar, not the pry bar, the breaker bar in that square, and see if I can get this belt on here. Is this secure? Let me just see. I think it is. I think that spring is secure. I think we're good. Yeah, making progress. All right, now my video light's broken, of course, but I think I got it. I think I actually got it. See, can I zoom in on it? How's it? Here, make it brighter. Right? Right. Negative, dark, bright. That's as bright as it gets. All right. I think the belt's around here. It was slipping off that pulley a little bit, but I got it on these other pulleys up here. You can see. All right, it looks like this is truly done, but I can't test it out because I can't even there's not enough light to get up there and to put the blade belt back on. So this is the end of this video, and the rest of them will be shown in another video.